Okay, so we are here again for the part 2 of our presentation. Today we're going to be focusing specifically on portfolios and these 2 communication tools that you can use with parents. But first, I want to show you the toolkit because I was not able to go through this during part 1 of the presentation. So the toolkit is really nice to help enhance classroom management as well. There's a timer here. And if you are able to have like a smart board or a projector in your classroom, this could be really helpful whenever you're doing like time test or when you have a specific amount of time that you want the kids to complete an activity. This way you don't have students constantly asking you, when are we done? Or when is lunchtime? Or what have you. You can just put the timer up, let it play out, and students can monitor themselves. Another nice feature is the random tool. So I know some of us use popsicle sticks or call cards. This is a way for you to do that, and it's seamless. You can randomize this. I use this all the time in the classroom. I tell the kids, don't even raise your hand. It really helps you to be completely unbiased. So I know that there's that one kid that constantly raises their hand for everything, and you don't get feedback from the other kids that are a little more hesitant. Well, this allows everyone everyone is forced to kind of participate so that you can get feedback on what the kids are understanding and what they're not. Okay, another part of the tool is a group maker. So there may be activities that you need to form groups of 4 or form groups of 2. This is a way for you to do that. And before doing it, I love the fact that you select students that you don't ever want to be grouped together. And I know that we don't even have to explain the reason why for that. This is an excellent tool for that. There's a noise meter here. So you can tell the kids, right, the noise meter is up, you're at noise level 1, everyone should get a whisper. So if you're talking like this and it goes up to red, you know that you're too loud. And if that ever happens, you're able to go, I would probably have to open up this second tab because a noise meter by itself is not, you want to have that in the tab so you can see what it's doing. But if that ever happens, you can always come here, like we explained previously, and you can give them a minus for talking with the teacher and not following specific noise levels or what have you. Okay. Another feature in the toolkit are the directions. So when you come in the morning, if you say, the first thing I want you to do is unpack your bag. So we call this morning routine. And item number 1, unpack your bag. Item number 2 is a sharpened pencil. Item number 3, complete your bell work. And start. Okay, then they have that up on the screen, done. They're doing their morning routine and you're able to go about, preparing for them or greeting students or, meeting with each and every one, and they know exactly what they need to be doing. Okay, when you're done with that, you come back here and maybe decide to prepare share. Here's one that we did last week. What did you do this week? So once you're done with your bell work, maybe you have a timer going for 10 minutes for that. And the timer goes on, all you have to do is come here for the share and they go right into that routine. So it really, really makes life so easy for the teacher. They can talk about, they can share what today's Sunday, September 18th, 2019. So a lot of times, students will ask, well, if you have been dating or repeat this specific way, they may ask that. So you just pop that up there. There's music. We really love focus music. That's often in the classroom. There's also active music for activities or playdays. Those are some really nice tools to use. They also have attendance here, so you can mark who's attendant, who's present, and who's absent. That's really nice so that if ever you get class awards, the person that is absent that day will not be negatively affected. Okay. Let's go into portfolios. So as I stated in part 1, this is a great tool for you to work on some personalized learning with students. As you remember, in case those of you who cannot recall, personalized learning is when the learning is catered specifically to each student. And I think that this is a phenomenal way to ensure personalized learning. So you can see now some of my students have already created a post. I have not taught them how to use their portfolios just yet, but some have gone ahead and uploaded their QR code and have just posted some fun videos for me. One that I really, really like is Shiloh's post. So I just taught her first introductory cursive lesson last week, and this is what she went home and posted with her mom.
Shiloh, what are you doing? Using what letter? A. The uppercase A and the lowercase a? Yeah. You have beautiful handwriting, Shiloh. Thank you so much.
And I can see the time that she made the post and the date. And I can also write comments and respond to her with the feedback that I have. So that would be, a good example of how the portfolios will be used once we get them going. I am waiting until back to school night in order to roll this out. But once parents know how the portfolios are going to be used, I will be creating activities for the students. And so I will do one right now just as an example. But this is a great way for you to assign homework assignments, reflections, or activities that you would like to supplement the classwork that students are doing in the classroom. And right now we are learning about Maryland geography. So I'm going to type in Maryland geography as the name of the activity. And I would like them to record a video of recording a video of an example of Maryland geography. And this will help me to determine whether or not they truly understand what Maryland geography means. We would send that to the class, and then you can see it here. So now that's pushed out to all of the parents who are currently able to access their class dojo. It's pushed out to all the students so they can see it. And the wonderful part about this is before it can be added to their portfolio, I have to approve it. So you can see here, I have not approved anything. I have nothing pending, and there are 18 students who have not yet submitted anything. Okay. So first thing the students have to do is log in and do the activity. I must approve it, and then it's shared with their families. Isn't that nice? And then once that's done, I can go in and look at all the posts and kind of see, the ones how each portfolio is coming along. So here are Shiloh's portfolio submissions, Avens, and Anaya's. Okay. So this is really, really nice. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited to use it in the classroom for personalized learning. The other is Class Story. This is a way for you to push out notifications to all of your parents at one time. You can see last Friday, I pushed out our class newsletter for the parents to stay abreast on what we're learning, the spelling words so the kids can practice those at home, any upcoming tests and quizzes, the memory verse, and upcoming events. I can also add photos of what the kids are doing in the classroom. I can add cards. And this is really cute for holidays and things of that nature, keeping the parents updated on what's happening with winter break, coming back to school, parent-teacher night, spring break, etc. And then messages, we talked about this briefly, but this is a way for you to either send a message to all the parents. This is good if ever you're wanting to send out a reminder, or if you had an emergency in the building to keep the parents updated on what's happening with the kids. Or you can message specific parents. And it comes through to their phone like a text notification via Class Dojo. And any responses from parents or messages from parents, because the parents can message you as well, will come to your account as a text message. So I want to go back to those tools that I told you we would look at again once we started session 2. Well, here at those quiet hours, this will allow notifications to be muted during the times you don't want to be bothered by parents. So for me, that's from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. the next morning. I don't want notifications coming in the middle of the night or anything of that nature. And I do not want to be notified on the weekends. So I've muted notifications on the weekends, and I've muted them between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. Okay. You can also download message history, which could be really nice if ever you need documentation. Comments, this allows you to either allow parents to access your comments or your collaboration with teachers or not. So I don't mind my parents commenting on the class stories, but if you know your community, if you don't believe this would be appropriate, then definitely turn it off. And there's some other advanced settings. You can allow parents to parent connection requests. So your students' parents will be able to request to join your class, which would be either free or decline. So I turn that on because I want parents to come in. And there are some parents who are no longer together. So a father may want to be added, but because you only have one login code, that person would need their own individual code, so they can request that from you. So that's a good example of that. And then there are some experimental features, like I mentioned earlier. ClassDojo really takes your feedback, and they truly strive to improve and refine the software to meet the needs of their community. And so here are 3 experimental features that they're trying out that I have also allowed them to use it within my account. So those are the ways that you can use ClassDojo in your classroom. I really hope that this presentation was helpful, and I hope that you find the software as useful as I have. Before I log out here, I do want to show you some of the visual of what the online, the login information looks like for students and parents. So here's a QR code that children use to access their ClassDojo and set up their accounts. All they do is on any device, they scan the code, and they're able to change their avatar, look at activities, and respond to assignments. And for the parents, each parent has their own parent invite that's special for that specific parent. So you can look at what that looks like here. It has the steps for the parents to connect, and then it has, each a child's name and a special code for that specific child and ways that the parents can access the app. So it really, this program is so user-friendly. There's really not a whole lot of work that you need to do at all. There's here, you can edit the skills, and you can add features. So let's say I wanted to include more of you. I can actually invite everyone, which I will do after the presentation. I'll invite everyone to ClassDojo to try it out if you believe this is something that will be a benefit to you and your students. Okay. So if at any time you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is smarteni@bkacademy.org. I'm also going to be doing some follow-up and some coaching, so I'll check in on you guys throughout the quarter to see if you need any support or any help, and to find out how it's working for you. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you found another creative way that you can use the tool? Let's open up the conversation and share those things with one another. Okay? All right, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'm here if you need me.